Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And today is going to be all about finishing up WIPs, aka work in progress projects. So I have this stingray here, that I just finished up. I originally made this part, like the lighter purple, like so long ago and just kind of forgot. So I made the white part and then I didn't have any more of this color, so I just finished it in the dark purple. I think it looks fine. But now we need the tail. So, I figured I would start this video because I have quite a lot of WIPs that need to be finished, and if I make a video, it is a way to hold myself more accountable to actually complete them. So, yeah, it's, basically, let's see, I have two big stingrays. Sorry, I had to count that. I have two big stingrays. I have a bird that I could finish. I have an Eevee that I could finish. I have some Wooble kits that I could finish. And just kind of like a bunch of little things. I also have a bunch of stuff that I can like embroider. I don't know if that will be in this video. I might save that for a different video. But I have a lot that I could do. So I think we're just going to kind of work on stuff gradually. I think I'll do some of it tonight. We finished the tail. Just have to weave in these ends. And then we can... I don't know if I'll do the eyes right now. I think I'll save the eyes for another time. Maybe in a different video. I don't know. We'll see. I will show you it with its eyes at some point. Oh, and the mouth, too. We do have to do the mouth as well. But we got these, and then I just like to tie them, like, twice. Like, I don't know what knot it's called, but the most basic knot. And then I just cut it, and I just push it back into the plushie. And that's how I secure most of my ends, like, of things that I surface crochet on. So, we have that. I just need to put in the eyes. That's not a right now thing. But, yeah, so I have these parts for the bigger stingrays, and I have a black one, too. So I think I'm just going to finish that. I have no idea how long this is going to take me. But, yeah. Alright, so the next whip, the next whip that I have is my elephant pattern, like this. And honestly, I hate this yarn. I hate how it feels. And I really don't need any more elephants right now. So I think I'm just gonna frog it. I believe this yarn is the sugar and cream yarn. I hate it. I do not like it at all. It's just like so like rough. And I know it's a cotton yarn, but like I honestly cannot stand to work with it. So I'm just not going to. So we're just gonna frog this. And just like that, it's done. Just have to cut the knot off at the end. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this up onto the ball of yarn, and then I will see what we're going to do next. Alright, before we work on our next whip, I realized I actually haven't shown you the ones that I was working on the other night. So, here's the blue one. Looks really nice, really squishy. Here is the black one. I had to do white eyes because I obviously couldn't do black on black. Also very squishy. And then we have the little tiny one, little tiny purple one. Also squishy, just not as squishy. But yeah, we have those three. I have a few more whips, but I think what I'm going to work on now is this heart. I don't really know what row I left off on, so I think I might just frog it back to where they connect, unless I can figure it out. Okay, I have more stitches than I'm supposed to have in this entire thing. So I think I may have done the circles wrong to begin with. So I'm just gonna frog it until those like original circles, because you like crochet them together. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue frogging because I think I'm just gonna have to cut up the first one and use it for stuffing. Yeah, I just had way too many stitches. Okay. I do want to make this heart, but we're gonna have to fully restart. Let me just grab something to cut it into. So basically, whenever I have something that I'm not going to be able to use, I literally just take my scissors, and then I'm going to try and show you this. I will literally just cut it into strips, like this. And then I can stuff plushies with it. The only reason I can't show you while I'm actively doing it is because it will go everywhere if I don't cut it into a bin, which is what I'm doing now. So I basically just go around the circle. You can see I'm cutting it. I basically just go around the circle, just cutting it up into strips, and that usually works fine for me. Some people cut it up into like little teeny tiny pieces, or they could like cut it and unravel it, but like I just don't have any use for that, so I just cut it. Now I have a bunch of little scraps in there, and I just dumped it into my stuffing bin. It's still, there's so much in there, but I can't get all the little stuff. And I can dump it out as hard as I want to, but it's not really going to come out, which is fine. Alright, so I am going to now start this. I think this still counts as a whip, just because it's the same thing that I just had to frog. So I think it still counts, and I am going to time-lapse it, but I probably won't show a whole lot of it. So, we're going to do that, and yeah, let's get to it. Alright, and we are here for another voiceover. So, this heart, like, to start out with, you have to make two parts that are the exact same, and then you, like, crochet them together. So, that's why I only had to cut up one of them, and I could keep the other one, because you just keep going after you finish one of them. But the first one you have to cut the yarn so that you can make the next one. I realized while editing that that was probably a little bit confusing if you don't crochet, so I thought I would explain that. But yeah, so I've actually been going live recently. And it's been really, really fun. I've gone live twice so far. And I have really liked it. I made some penguins. I had a few people come in. Not very many, but that's okay. And yeah, so if you want to see me live, I just crochet live. Then make sure to turn on notifications and subscribe so that you will get notified when I go live. Because I don't really have a schedule, I just kind of go live whenever. So, but yeah, if you, like, make sure you're subscribed and you have notifications on, YouTube should tell you, hey, this person's live, or this person's going live in 30 minutes. Because I usually try to schedule them at least 30 minutes ahead. But yeah, so I just thought I would tell you guys that. Also, don't mind my chair being squeaky if you can hear it. I believe this is the second circle that we're working on, but I wasn't really paying attention, if I'll be real with you. Yeah, so right here you can see I am starting to attach the two circles. You just, like, basically crochet on one, and then you crochet on the other. Like, it's not actually that difficult. It seems a lot more difficult than it actually is, I guess. At this point, I'm just gonna be crocheting in a bunch of rounds, so I will just put in a few clips of this, but this is basically the end of my voiceover part, at least. So we have our finished heart. I don't know. I think the last one I did definitely turned out better, but it's not that bad. Oh, I just dropped it. I'll get that in a minute. But I was thinking the next thing we could work on is right back here. So, I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos, but I've been making a bunch of these little gummy bear type things. This guy, I kind of forgot his neck, so that's fine. But I have seven that need faces. So they're kind of like whips because they're not done. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll figure out something else to do. I don't know what we'll do after that, but I will figure out something. So I'm going to go do that. I'll see you guys in a bit. Also, one last thing. I saw this little frog in there that also needed a face, so I'm going to do him while I'm doing the others as well. Okay, that didn't take too long. I feel like it's always faster when I do them in one big group, which is why I do them like this. But I'm just grabbing them all real quick. There's so many of them. Okay, so we have the black bear, which of course has white because black doesn't really work on black. We have the yellow one. The blue one, which doesn't have a neck, but I think it's still pretty cute. Like, I feel like it still looks like a bear or a gummy bear. We also have the frog that I added in. We have the purple one, the pink one, the white one, and the green one. It doesn't really look green on camera, but I promise it is green. But I don't think I said this. I'm adding these to my, like, market prep, to-do list, I guess. I mean, I just checked them off, but I'm going to sell them for $3. They're going to go in my $3 bin. And yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know if they'll do well, but it will at least add some more variety, some more colors, and things like that. So I'm really excited to add them to my $3 bin. I'm not sure what other whips I have, but I will figure out something. I'll do at least one more thing in this video. So I am going to go put these where they belong. And then, oops, I dropped one. I just keep dropping everything today. I will get back to you in a bit. Maybe tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. Okay, so for the, I think probably the last whip we'll work on in this video, it is this hummingbird. So this came from a pattern book that I got before I even knew how to crochet. So like 2 years ago, I think, or a year and a half. And I had never made anything from it because all of them are absolutely massive. So I made the hummingbird, and it looks okay. It is a little bit lopsided, but we're gonna ignore that. I haven't sewn on this foot. I don't really want to, but also I need to do the tail feathers, so I'm gonna at least work on the tail feathers. I don't know if I'm going to finish them. I don't know if I'm gonna actually sew them on today, but I will show you this when I do finish it, eventually. It might take me another month, but I will finish it eventually. And I'm gonna work on the tail feathers. Alright, and we are back with another voiceover. Don't worry, this is the last voiceover. But yeah, so the tail feathers are pretty easy. They're basically just the same thing over and over and over again. But there is 2 color changes, so you have 3 colors. You'll see that pretty soon. And because it is the same thing over and over, I tried to cut it up pretty well. So here's the first color change. The first color you use is like the majority of it, then there's a little bit, and then this is already the third color. And yeah. Okay, I have made the tail feathers. Don't mind my voice, but here they are. There's 3 of these. You only saw me make 1 in the time lapse, but I do have the other tail. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I am not going to finish the bird, mainly because I don't want to right now. But yeah, that's not gonna be in this video. When I do finish it, eventually I will show you, but it might not be anytime soon. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I have been going live recently, so if you're interested, turn on notifications, and then you'll know when I'm live. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!